Hello lovely people and welcome back to part 86 of this Witcher playthrough on the hardest difficulty. This was our last save. Let's jump into the game.
Found Ciri at last, on the Isle of Mists where the elven mage had concealed her. There was no time to rejoice, for the wild hunt descended on them. They fled, Ciri teleporting them to Ciri, where their friends awaited. The wild hunt arrived at Ciri soon after. A great battle ensued, and the fortress's defenders might all have perished had Ciri not demonstrated her powers. So sudden and violent was her outburst that the wild hunt was forced to withdraw. The battle was won, the war had barely started.
That scene gives me goosebumps. When Ciri goes ham.
Jirel can harness immense amounts of the power. Why has no one taught her to control this?
Actually, some did teach her.
Clearly to no effect.
I'll gladly argue with you about this some other time.
So sometimes it's good to just stop before, just to hear the conversation, because you interrupt them and you don't get the full story. You just interrupt them and then you don't hear what they're going to say. But as we always do, we check the difficulty here, and let's go. Everything is in order.
Haven't had a chance to talk. Thanks for your help. And for looking after Ciri.
You will thank me later. Now we must take Jirel from here, hide her, and then gather a greater force.
Anyone, everyone we could count on came here to Ciri.
Which is why we must seek the help of enemies. Magic is our best defense against the hunt. We need sorceresses. Archmistresses of magic.
You mean the Lodge?
Don't trust the Lodge one bit, but doesn't seem like we have a choice.
Because we don't. I've made an agreement with the Emperor. In exchange for its help, the Lodge will be granted amnesty and find asylum in Nilfgaard. That will be our bargaining chip. Triss, I wish to leave today to find the sorceresses. Will you help me?
Of course. Even got an idea where you could start.
Damn it! Again you planned without even asking what I think. I've had enough of this. I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
You can't expose yourself.
Am I a banner to be held aloft and kept from the enemy? That's how you treat me. None of you has the courage to face this threat. Yet we must kill them. Or sooner or later we will all die.
Ciri needs time.
True, but she also needs training. She must learn to control her abilities.
This training really necessary?
You saw what happened. She could be a greater threat than the hunt.
Fine. We'll stay here a while longer, then join you and Triss in Novigrad. Meet at Dandelion's Inn.
Come on, Yen. The sooner we leave, the better.
See ya.
Not working, don't you see?
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts? Jirel.
How many times must I try?
As many as it takes.
But I'm not getting anywhere.
We shall return to this later.
Didn't make it far first time out on the gauntlet either.
Geralt, please, not now. By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point.
What is?
Avalok says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle. But at the moment, I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. Tell me, how do you do it?
What?
Always manage to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter
This is
what's
important
happening.
here. Choose that option.
There's a certain ancient method. Vesemir taught it to me, and Barman taught it to him.
Will you take me into the mountains and make me drink hemlock?
The Skellige druids have used it for centuries. It always works.
Hey! You'll regret that.
Hey, that's cheating.
Wimp.
We'll see about that.
Oh, what?
Come and get me. Oh, you're in for it now. Hey! That's cheating! Oh, you're in for it now. Oh, I will thrash you.
Get destroyed, Ciri.
Hey! That's cheating! Oh, I will thrash you! Oh, you're in for it now! You were right. That really works. Thanks.
Glad to be of service. So what now?
I'll go see where our dearest sage is. Geralt. Geralt. Wake up.
What? What's happening?
Get up. We must go. I've saddled the horses.
Ciri, it's the crack of dawn. Where do you want to go?
To Velen. Bald Mountain. But a few days till the Witch's Sabbath. And guess who's the guest of honor?
Dunno. Enlighten me.
Imlerith. We'll have no better chance to get him.
Where'd you get this idea? What's gotten into you?
I must avenge Vesemir. The Sabbath. It's the perfect opportunity. Imlerith will be drunk among his cohorts, caught up in the revelry. He'll not expect the blow.
How'd you learn all this? Imlerith? The Sabbath?
Avalok. He told me of those who chase us. Claims knowledge itself can tip the scales. Come. We shall talk on the way.
So you can say gotta visit the Emperor
Wait.
first.
Something I gotta tell you before we go. You know, the Emperor really wanted you found.
Yennefer mentioned something.
Wanted you to visit him.
Why would you tell me now?
'Cause this could be your last chance to see your father.
Think I should go?
And you choose no. Wouldn't if I were you. If you choose yes, then she's gonna become an empress. Which is a worse
You
ending
don't
in my
look good
opinion.
in black.
What do you mean?
Think he wants to meet you because he's missed you? As I see it, he's got plans for you.
Might have expected it. Geralt, I'm fed up. I won't have others deciding for me behind my back. We ride for Velen.
Good girl. So that's important.
Ready?
Let's go.
I just wanted to, you know, tell her about her dad.
Morin, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan a revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
It is time to avenge Vesemir.
The men at Crow's Perch, they spoke of this place. Ard Serbin, home of the Ladies of the Wood. The peasants feared coming here, and the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is.
He found his wife, took her away, somewhere far. Anna, she was unwell.
A true shame.
You actually know this area?
Centuries ago, it was a hallowed site for druids. But then the Crones arrived, destroyed the Velen Circle, and deformed the sacred oak atop the mountain. An important feast is observed here annually. The Sabbath, they call it. All the local folk attend. I suspect Imlerith attends too, as the Crones' guest.
Seem to know it well.
Avalok's a good tutor.
Let's get this done.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there. The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why.
We'll get when we get here, when we're done with this whole area, we'll get 3 skill points. But there's one skill point I know that quite a lot of people miss, and I'll show you which one I mean. We could honestly switch out one of these for some more health. Yeah. Why not? 660 health. Not that much, honestly. But it's just level 1, that's why. How much vitality are we sitting on right now? This fight is it's not that difficult, but you have to respect especially the Crones. I would say is definitely a fight that you need to be careful when you step in and fight them, because it's very easy to just get a ton of damage on you. And I like to take the biggest crone first, because she's very easy to hit, and then the other two last. I leave the one that like disappears. She's the most annoying one.
Avalok claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Avalok's student.
Should I shoot?
White one wants the ladies.
But he's...
Let them approach.
But...
They've come for the feast. Wouldn't do to cast them out.
Didn't come to celebrate. We need to get to the top of the mountain.
The gate is shut. You'll not pass. But we've fires down that away, with food and drink aplenty. Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend. Give us the privilege of seeing them.
We won't join you at your fires, though we thank you for the invitation. Time we were on our way.
You wish to see the ladies. I too hope to before I die. Go up the mountain and face old Thekla. She'll decide if you're worthy.
Do just that. Farewell.
Good ladies. Merciful ladies.
My grandson is an elf. He works his share of mischief, but he's a good lad. An elf. I beg yous.
Look, a child.
No, a godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
Well, old B, you're back. And I see you found your lass. I'm Johnny. We've had the pleasure already. A bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running. Your back to me, as I was having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me Ciri. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Last we met, you and the Crones weren't exactly friends.
I got an invitation I couldn't refuse, same as every year. In their peculiar way, the Crones tolerate my presence and wish to see me at their Sabbath. So I come, wander about, and go home with the rising sun. What about you?
We gotta climb the mountain. Can you help?
I'd rather try to dissuade you, but I'm certain that would be in vain. The lass, she as stubborn as you?
Even more so.
Figured as much. Oh. Path to the peak starts there, past the gate. But only old Thekla's got the key, so since you shan't ever get it, you best turn back now.
The key. Why do you doubt we can get it?
Good grief, you're worse than children. 3 souls are allowed atop the mountain, and only strapping young lads or comely lasses among them. They get the key, open the gate, and meet the ladies.
I believe I qualify.
But he's old and ugly. What good is he?
Pretty damn good at finding lost voices.
Then go find the voice of reason. It'll tell you to turn back. There's no fooling with the ladies.
Gotta get to the summit. Simple as that.
It's Thekla you'll need to convince. She's blind as your bum, but she won't be fooled.
We shan't try to trick her.
She sits in that tent over yonder. I wish you luck, and do hope we meet again, someday.
So, Imlerith can hit really hard, but if you just dodge a lot, you should not get hit many times. Also, like, you can do 0 damage on him easily if you really just learn his patterns and stuff. Then you can easily get a 0 damage 0 damage boss fight.
Who's that? Well, come on, come closer, girl. Aye. What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Never had a man. Never mind. Got me answer.
Okay.
I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
If she goes up the mountain, I go with her.
What else has the cat dragged in?
It's grey and veiny, got a scar, and eyes like a viper.
Aye. Stinks of clotted blood and corpses. Plus it's old and infertile. I reject ye, freak. The girl will ascend alone.
You misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl?
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet. By ancient right you may appeal my choice. But to do so you must best the challenge.
I accept the challenge.
Come. Look this over. A coin from days of yore. Falker burns on its reverse, so they call it the Defier's Aura. Now, bring me the coin. Ah! Something's afoot. Something's not.
Kill a whale so we can just stay submerged for a long time. I think there's one more. Nah, that was it, right? A chest here. Superior full moon. 1000 more HP. Not bad. You can swim inside the cave from there as well, but there's nothing.
Just
Fiend, so put on relic oil, very easy enemy. Just be careful, like if you're close to an edge or something, he can actually get you out of the map. Just trying to get my adrenaline up. Getting your adrenaline up quickly in a fight definitely improves your damage significantly, so I always tend to go for, like for the bigger bosses and stuff, just try to get that adrenaline up quickly. With Ren, that is. With fast attacks, like for the Ren, like you can use fast attacks to get your adrenaline quickly. I want to create this one. I think I need, what do I need for the full moon? I definitely want this as well. White gall, vermilion. Okay. White gall again. Nice. We'll make one more. Are you serious right now? I don't think there's gonna be any down here. That was kind of unfortunate. Just mushrooms and stuff. Ah, no worries. I'm gonna pop the Thunderbolt and the Tawny Oil for Imlerith.
I was beginning to worry. Come, let's get the key.
Something's afoot. They're back. What do you want?
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
It reeks of sludge.
Nothing I can do about that. So, gonna keep your word?
I always do, my boy. Show the coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold. He'll know its meaning. Marika will open the gate for ye. Now go.
That went smoothly.
Weren't the one to do the diving in that cave.
Stop. You're a witcher.
Now
You died in Murphy waters.
Yeah, I have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zubal.
This guy's pretty creepy. He's a Sylvan.
1, 2, poo. 3, glue. What's your name, girl?
What's yours?
Your name don't matter. Atop the peak, you'll lose it and get another. You may go. And you?
I passed the trial. Here's proof. Recognize it?
The Defier's Orin. A death sentence.
That lady. She tricked us.
One tough son of a bitch.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the Crones. Avalark said they dwell below the oak, among its roots.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors. Damn it! 2 out of 3!
Out of the question. I'll climb the mountain, you face the Crones.
Hardly a challenge.
They're extremely dangerous. Be careful.
You too.
They really are. So be very, very careful in this fight. I always recommend going for the big one first. She's kind of out in the open, predictable pattern. The other two are a bit more slippery and they tend to avoid hits.
Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
Be patient in this fight and also dodge a lot. That's my advice.
More meat. I feel 200 years younger.
And you can see, the check. Gameplay, enemy upscaling is on, death march is on. Don't underestimate these guys. Like, they will deal a lot of damage if you get hit 1-2 times. You might not recover. If you get hit once or twice, just move back and regenerate health, in my opinion. Just to be safe.
How was he? He lived a life of love and knew no bitterness.
Spooky voices. They really nailed it, like, perfectly. Sound like demons.
Yum, yum.
Awesome.
Welcome, child of the elder blood. We knew you would return. Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough.
I would wait with the crow one till last.
You die tonight. You die tonight. Naughty, naughty girl. You will die here now. Naughty, naughty girl! now! You will die here now! You die tonight! Naughty, naughty girl! Naughty girl!
The size of that hand. Damn.
Come here. Damn it.
Gigantic hand. Huge.
Imlerith's at the summit. Gotta be.
So what we do here, before we take this one, we're gonna just go into the menu, and then we don't even have to rest. Our potions and decoctions and stuff will be refreshed. So you can see here, shows like, oh, it's already refreshed. Okay. Normally you do that and then it refreshes, but all right. This is very good. Quensign intensity will help us in the fight. So what I usually do is pop Elemental Oil because that is what, that is the best against him. So those three, and then I pop Tawny Oil plus the Full Moon. So you can see the toxicity as at 92%, but as the fight goes on, it will get lower and lower. So we're sitting at 11k health. We're really tanky. We're gonna get even more here with this one here. And our damage will be good as well. He's gigantic.
The sisters said you would come. They saw you arrive in the water's surface. They did not see the girl, but she is with you, is she not?
Yeah, we're both here.
Where is the girl?
Doesn't matter. You'll never get her.
You fall to the bitter end.
I trust this time will be no different.
You can see, like, he's barely dealing damage here.
Show me what you got.
Gotta wait. There we go. Fire is really good against him, just so you guys know. Very effective once he gets enraged. He's almost dead. So here it's important to dodge and not roll. And that I missed time. Still, we're like not in any danger at all here. 1, 2. Even that attack did not deal much damage, as you can see.
Who taught you to fight like this?
The Witcher you slew.
Damn, that's gruesome.
We did it.
Barely. How'd it go down there?
I slew only 2 of the Crones. The 3rd fled, with Vesemir's medallion. My sole memento.
You avenged Vesemir.
Avalark claims vengeance is only ever satisfying when served cold. He's wrong. Now to find Eredin and kill him. Honorin, for your thoughts?
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always. I wonder if Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses at the lodge. We ought to rejoin them.
Important here, guys. Do not say, yeah, let's go. Not quite yet.
Give me a minute. I'm old. Need more rest.
You are, and you do. Let's stay a bit longer.
So this is important because you want to go back to Imlerith's body and you want to loot his body. So just go up this way here. And we'll get 2 skill points for this. The magic acorn. Then you consume it. It's gonna be here. And bam. Acquire ability points available +2. That means we can get 2 more points into this bad boy right here. We actually didn't even need this, so it didn't do much. Well, it did nothing, actually, so yeah. So, what was it that I was gonna say? We actually need to kind of want to have delusion from now on. I don't remember every single time where the speech option will be available. So I think I'm gonna remove metabolic control because we don't need it. Like, there's not gonna be anything crazy here. Let's see here. Yeah, we're fine. One thing I want to say is... Damn, he got wrecked. This... You saw the boss fight, and you can see here. It's still enemy upscaling, death march. Like, you saw how easy it was. Like, showcasing how much damage you can deal, how you melt the enemies. Imlerith normally is... like, you can definitely do a 0 damage boss fight with him. Look at this view, by the way. You just have to play a little bit more careful and play better than I did. I don't have to play good right now, like especially against this boss. With this specific build, it allows you to make quite a lot of mistakes. It relies more on you being prepared and knowing what to use. So you saw the tawny oil was in effect, the thunderbolt was in effect. We had the elemental oil, so tons of damage against him. And then on top of that, he wasn't dealing enough damage to us to ever, you know, trigger undying or anything like that. You saw even the big swing, which normally like completely destroys your HP if you have any other build or armor on. Like, it did nothing. What did it, like 10-15%, something like that? Maybe a little bit more, I guess, but yeah.
So, off to Novigrad then?
Yeah, let's get going.
Let's go.
So as I said, guys, I do want you guys to play the game on Death March with enemy upscaling on. You can see it's not that difficult.
The oak is dead.
The oak, the Crones. I fear that was your last feast.
What of our acorns?
Don't know, don't care.
You must learn to live without them.
This is no longer no man's land. It's no longer the lady's land. It's all yours.
But what are we to do?
Come, Geralt. It's time.
Manage. On your own.
And, yeah, we can actually get the superior Ursun armor now, which is really nice. So you saw, we, like the whole strategy and everything against all bosses and everything, we're always, like, very safe. Always very safe. And that's... I do like to play like that, especially since every time I play this, I like to go for a 0 death run. So, could I go for a riskier build? Yes, I've done it also with the feline armor, but it was very close a couple of times with that armor. Very, very close.
Then non-humans. Thought it was mages the hunters and the temple guard were after.
Mages left. Hunters needed a new quarry. Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated, and witch hunts will never be about witches. To have a scapegoat, that's the key. Humans always fear the alien, the odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races. And as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
Dandelion! Ready some tankards! With guests!
Geralt! Ciri! When I learned Geralt had found you...
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
Where have you two been?
Just finished hunting down the Crones of Velen and a general of the Wild Hunt.
Well, you were a busy morning then, haven't you?
In fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right. Anything happen while we were away?
Pretty Polly came down with a fever. That oyster caught a knife between the ribs, and they're late delivering the sodden triple meat.
Dandelion. Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to crippled Kate's.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, and that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
We're gonna help Ciri first, then we're gonna help the rest.
You was sweating like a swine.
The game looks great still, even though it's old. It's not like it's that old. It is, you know, it's not crazy, but still looks great. So let's take a look at the armor right now. We're gonna equip the gloves here, and this is how we look right now.
Willing to craft something for me?
So, superior, let's go down. What do we need? This is why I pick up so much stuff. Like, I always have this and I don't have to pay anything extra. Chest armor done. What do we need for the gauntlets? Okay, leather scraps. Oh, it was actually here. And let's check out the look.
So long.
Man.
I've got a cold.
I love the Ursan armor. Looks great. But it's really the next level, like the mastercrafted, when the shoulder pads get like steel on them and looks really, really crazy. So. But yeah, we're gonna use the Nilfgaardian gauntlets, even though we have the Ursign here, no.
Top notch.
Show me what you have.
And now his inventory is refreshed, which is great. So we can. I'm never selling the Winter's Blade. It's a gift, and I like to put that. I like to put that inside the house once we reach to some. Let's see here. He doesn't have a glyph, no.
So long.
Then we can go and craft the silver sword.
There must be order. Last chance to surrender orthodox books.
I do love the stats on this silver sword, but the problem is, you'll see here, it's like 80 damage or something that we'll get from the Ursign silver sword, and the crit is like, it's like 5 crit or something like that, and the crit chance. Let's see. I think it's five more crit on 5 more crit chance. Let's see here. I think that's it.
Oh.
And the armor piercing.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Listen, would you craft something for me?
Man, the armor looks great. That's what I love about The Witcher. Like, everything you create looks crazy. Like, not everything, but so much of the stuff you create looks great. So you can see here. Oh, it was only 40 damage. Well, okay. I thought it was going to be more. But yeah, I mean, it's 40 damage is still 40 damage. So it's the 50 armor piercing though. I would say the 40 damage is more worth it, but not 100 here actually. We'll still make it, of course. But it's a 6 sword, like completely worth doing that little quest. Crafting component and let's leather scraps again. This was super cheap, and we're gonna need a lot of these for later, so why not get them? And let's get the silver sword. Albedo, really?
So long. Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt.
Listen. So long.
But also, one thing that people underestimate is how quickly you get adrenaline with the Ursign sword. It's actually crazy, like with the Ursign set, that is. But also, the 20% bonus experience for from monsters. It's a little bit, it's not the biggest difference, but it's gonna do something, so yeah. We'll definitely put these inside our home later on though. But yeah, looking good. The full Ursign set, except for the gloves. Like, this is just too much to give up, guys. I can't. I literally can't. That's too much. I can put that inside the pants. Looking good, looking good. Our damage is a lot higher now as well. So. But yeah. Gonna put this little guy over here. Let's continue next time and help Ciri. Save. And that's our new save. So I want to thank you so much, guys, for all the support and all of you new guys that are subscribing and following my journey through Witcher 3. This is not the first one. I love this game, and I'm going to do a New Game Plus one. The thing is, I don't think I'll have time to do a New Game Plus before Cyberpunk comes out. Actually, I'm 100% sure we're not going to be able to do that. So the plan is, when Cyberpunk comes out, is to do the same thing as I'm doing right now with Witcher, and do a dedicated playthrough just for YouTube. Some people have said, can't you do a Twitch one where you put the Twitch gameplay, just, you know, convert it over to the YouTube, to your YouTube account? The thing is, I kind of want to separate them, you know, for now at least. And when I'm streaming and, you know, putting all the effort into the stream. And when I do the YouTube stuff, I put all the effort into the YouTube stuff. It takes more time, but hey, it gives me, you know, it gives me a different perspective on the whole recording and, you know, the live streaming thing. It's quite different. So, but anyways, I enjoy both. So, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I work tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to post, but we'll see about next week. I think I will work every day except for Friday. So we'll see when I can post again. I'll post as soon as possible, of course. So make sure you leave a like on the video, make sure you're subbed with notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys. Bye bye.